Okay, what's next?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. Today we're
What's
talking about
next?
Naomi. Naomi's
wow.
going to be a new. The comic is going to be a new CW. It looks like they're developing a new CW TV show for the comic Naomi. It's Michael Bendis's one of the most lauded comics that come out.
Michael Bendis.
Fat chicks.
It's one of the.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are too bad. Listen,
I didn't do anything. So it wasn't just me.
Ava Duvernay, who's going to be doing the what's the other movie she's doing right now?
But Naomi Campbell is going to be have her own show.
Sorry, Ava DuVernay.
Yes, Naomi.
I'm having brain farts. Ava DuVernay. She's having she's doing a movie right now for DC. What's it called again, guys?
New Gods.
The Eternal. The New Gods. Right. And so she will be, I guess, helming this, or at least being the executive producer to put this new show on the CW TV. So what is your take on it, guys? I'll pass this on to Cal.
No, pass it to Pete.
I want something reasonable. You know what I'm trying to say? You know how Pete goes off the rails. All right, Pete, you take it.
I don't know much about. You're the one who knows about Naomi, right? You read the book, or at least one of you tried to read it, right?
I read a couple of little books. I didn't see.
You struggled, didn't you?
No, I didn't struggle.
Totally struggled. You said
I did not struggle.
What's going on with this character? It's totally a waste. It's just because he's a famous guy. They let him do this, right? So they just.
So that's what you said, Mars? Oh, oh. There goes the resume.
So look, I took a look at the comic because I don't know if I did a review of it, but I know we discussed it at one point, and wanted to see what the big hoopla is because the comic was selling. It was, you know, the numbers were spiking on eBay, the numbers were spiking in different places, and you're like, wow, what's going on with this comic? So I read a couple of issues just to see, hey, what's going on? I didn't see anything in particular. It's about a young woman who discovers that she has powers and that she's really not from this world. I mean, typical stuff. You know, the character is portrayed by someone who's supposed to be an African American, but it's well, I mean, she's an alien, so technically she can't be an African American, bro.
Okay, that makes sense,
right? So, but I'm just saying, and so it's. So she's not white Asian. She's not white Asian. Yeah, of course, Superman's an alien. You know, big time.
Yes,
you know that.
I knew it.
I told you many times, you know, I don't know. He clearly doesn't have his green card, and we know he's not a DACA guy.
Always got to pick a fight.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just bringing it up. You brought it up. Yeah, we know he's an illegal alien. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, and then when I said
we're talking about Naomi.
So we digress. Yeah. So pick a fight. I'm not picking any fight. So yeah. So Naomi. So that's why I was trying to figure out. The comic was okay. It was nothing. I couldn't understand why there was so much.
You're about to say there was nothing to write home about. That's what.
Never said that. Never said that. But Michael, we all know Michael Bendis. He has a light touch. He has that magic touch, and everything he touched turns to gold. So
what are you talking about?
DC gave him the A-OK to do a lot of different projects, and this was one of them, and it's been pretty successful for him. So, hey, I'm passing on to Petey. Any thoughts on what I've said?
I think that you're kind of wrong in your ideas. We don't know much about this, but there's some buzz around the character. I don't think it was as big as they expected, but somehow they like, what properties do you have of people of color? Naomi? Yes. Ava, you want to do that? Yes, of course. End of story. That's it. And then now we'll have him as, a consultant on Brian Michael Bendis as consultant on the story, right? It's just, they might make him into a scriptwriter. You know, they might give him the whole ball of wax. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think this character, the same way I felt about Jessica Jones, I don't feel that this character's been around long enough for people to decide that she should have her own show. You have the Black Lightning, and you got Thunder, and you got whatever the little girl, whatever her name is.
Lightning.
What's her name?
Lightning.
Lightning? It's Black Lightning and Lightning? Okay. So you got those characters. Make them their own show. Give Thunder a show. Thunder a show.
Please give Thunder
a show.
She needs her own show. We need like a show with her where like one of the episodes is about her shopping for new outfits.
Lord, I expected worse, but I'll accept that one.
I'm trying to do is, you remember that episode when she was trying on something and it tore?
No,
I got too much
no.
ass.
Say that
I was
on
like,
the-
yeah.
Stop it.
Alice has
Yes.
to be able
Get me in
to
trouble.
be soon, so I booked you on the pre-marriage.
Sorry, trying to get this.
Yeah.
This keeps playing this thing.
Yeah, but you're right. Thunder, there's other black characters they can definitely use. Naomi is just the hot one, but also the character from the Green Lantern from Far Sector. You know, both of the funny thing, both of them
Neither
also
of those characters
drawn
did
by
anything.
Jamal Campbell, I believe. You know, but
No. Far Sector hasn't done it. Far Sector, Naomi haven't done anything. They've recently got these series. They're not staples of the DC universe. They haven't even been integrated, you know, with the DC universe, to be quite honest. So, look, Naomi fits the profile. She's female, okay? She's black. She's a lesbian. That's what they're looking for right now. So that's what they look for.
Lesbian too?
oh my gosh, why do you have to bring up the sexuality of the character? Does it
Because
matter?
that's why they picked her.
You think so? I don't know, but
That's why they picked her. The whole hype over Naomi, she hadn't done anything. That first issue came out, I read it, and I was like, okay, this is like a Superman analog. And they said Superman was supposed to be tied to this. So I was like, okay, let me check this out. So I read the first issue and second issue. Then you get to the origin. I was like, okay, this is Superman analog. And then it was only 6 issues anyway. But this groundswell started happening, chasing after this book. At one point, that book was going for $100, $500 graded. And these guys were just like, yeah, she's going to be the next thing, and so on and so forth. I was like, based on what? Nothing happened in the comics. And now the numbers are spiking again, but not based on anything that she's done in the comics or any major storyline, based on the fact that Ava Duvernay is saying that, hey, we're going to make a movie with this chick, and that's pretty much where it's going. So,
and they do the same thing. Look, I kind of disagree with you because you're saying there's nothing, but stocks happen the same way. If you're following the stock market, companies rumors of certain things happen, they spike. The same thing with the comic sales spikes because people
what
think
exactly
that
are you disagreeing with?
That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Everything I said is a fact. What are you disagreeing with?
Come on with it.
I can't hear you. I'm bad connection.
That's what I thought.
You know, just like bad
No,
connection.
I mean, this is one of these characters. I mean, there are other characters that are more well established in their universes, but to be quite honest, they haven't done anything for the amount of, hoopla that they get. Look at a character like Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan's been on a team, and she's been in Captain Marvel, and she's a fan favorite, this, that, and the other. But the numbers, okay, in terms of money, her first appearances makes no sense for a character that really hasn't done that. It really hasn't done that much at the end of the day. Okay.
She has her own show.
Well, the spec behind them is so strong, and then the print numbers on it. If you're in a Captain Marvel, that book has been rebooted. How many? It's like on volume 10 or 11 or something. That book is a perennial book that just doesn't sell very well. They continuously keep putting that out so they can make certain that they have the licensing rights to that name. Naomi was 6 issues. It was not the bestseller. Bendis was on the book, and I think he said something about, I'm going to be using Naomi to do something or other. That was before AT&T came over and said, oh, no, you're not. Forget all this other nonsense. We're not giving you money just so you can print paper and, tell one story for 5 years. So that's, that stopped the whole bunch of that. This is a character who hasn't done anything. This is a character akin with Far Sector, who hasn't really done anything. Akin with Jessica Cruz, who hasn't really done anything. And a lot of these guys have had longer runs in comics, stories, whole storylines devoted to them, interactions with some of the major players there, but haven't done anything. There's no seminal storyline. There's no great storyline. There's no, hey, can you give me something good with Naomi to read so I can understand more about? There's nothing that these characters have done. That includes Kamala Khan. There's nothing that these characters have done.
Okay, we got that. But you see what I'm trying to say? If the writers are not putting good stories on them, what can you do? That's what's going to end up happening. That's what happened, and that happens to a lot of the different characters.
That would be fallacious to say, because what the writers are doing is they're developing these characters, and these characters are developing organically, naturally, as a lot of the other characters that have become fan favorites now have developed. Look at a character like the Black Panther. Okay, you could say that the Black Panther hadn't really done a lot of stuff until finally Don McGregor did Panther's Rage. That was a storyline that got him a lot of attraction. That was a great storyline. That was a great storyline if you look back on it. Other than that, he had appearances with the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, but Panther's Rage really established him as a solo character who could carry a big story, and that was great. These characters haven't had anything like that. And yet, a character like the Black Panther waited decades before, you saw those type of numbers for, for his books. These characters are out less than a year. $500 for a graded copy of a 9.8, and they haven't done anything.
Well, before we go too far on that, I just want to add a thing of saying, if you look at a character who hadn't done much in the sense of, like, say, Blade, right?
Right.
You have Blade, but you have something visual, and they developed it. If you have these characters, there's something, at least there's history to Blade, there's all these many years, and they took it in a direction that's a little different in the look, but that has at least some time and the person had had those two characters in mind. Wesley Snipes is like, I want Black Panther and I want Blade. He's like, those are the characters I want. This is just saying, who do we have that will get some sort of social media buzz? Naomi, like this, or go for Vixen or something like that. Go for someone who's been around for a while at least.
Look at Blade. Blade is this character who, I mean, akin to say like Morbius and some of those other guys like Ghost Rider. He definitely has a following there.
Yeah, he
gets the movie, and even after the movie, if you look at Blade comics, still not the type of buzz that you would get for these books that come out right now. Yeah. So it's a different time period. There are different motivations behind it, but come on, Blade is a much more established character.
Yes, yeah.
He's a much more established character. Richard Rider as Nova is a much more established character at the end of the day. And you don't see these numbers for these cats. And then you got these other, you got these other books over here with these other characters, and it's just wild. It's wild to see how guys are going after it. And the money that you're spending on a 9.8 copy of Naomi, you could buy two copies of a real book. But at the end of the day, that money.
At some point, they have to realize that that book is not really worth what they're saying. Because I mean,
well, we're not going to say that because it's based on what people feel and what they want. It's the same way when what's his name bought Superman #1, or when he bought not Superman when he bought the baseball. What's his name? Tom McFarlane. He spent the most money ever because he wanted to start moving his business. In the sports, toys and stuff like that. So look, those numbers, those auctions are all.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking to you about this. I'm telling you like this. If he had, oh man, damn it, I forgot what I was like.
That's okay. It's all right. I'll tell you what you were going to say. I'm saying that, you are right, Mars. Look, all I'm trying to say, and I'm saying this to both of you right now, once again, the opportunity that they had, like Blade, for example, did not have the same character expose as some of the others. Yes, he's been around for a little while, but when they made the movie of Blade, they weren't expecting. What
visual thing of Naomi can
the movie?
Blade
has made $45 million.
Blade always had blades which you can accent as they did. Instead of having these daggers, he had these actual blades that did cool stuff. Tell me one thing visually that you can go to. Like the same thing you were talking about. That's what I'm saying. When you were talking about a big character that was just brought up, just like some of these other characters, you have Deadpool, right? Deadpool was introduced in a couple of issues of New Mutants and X-Force, but it blew up like wildfire, right? There's not much to Deadpool's character. He borrows stuff from Wolverine. His costume is more like Spider-Man. Looks a little bit like one of the characters ran into in the Alpha Flight and whatnot. Got some elements of the Punisher in it with the gun, or G.I. Joe characters with the swords and guns. Snake Eyes. That's it, Snake Eyes. So you have those things, but at the same time, there's at least what they did with them. There's enough thing there. If you go to Miss Marvel, nothing there. Nothing that strong outside of saying, oh, this is inclusion. And that's what I can't go to. Go find some other character in the DC universe. That's like.
And who should they use then? Thunder? Lightning?
I already said that, yeah.
Panther?
with the
Teen Titans. She was on Teen Titans.
oh, okay, that.
You know,
character. There was an independent character named Panther. Oh, like,
and there was I'm just saying, come on, look, they've done great stories with.
Wait a second, let's look up Panther from the Teen Titans. That might be even better than what.
But there's no story after that. They just left it. You know what I'm trying to say?
There's Panther. Oh, you can't do it because of the Black Panther. But
no, just Panther with an A, not Panther.
DC Comics.
You know.
Yo, you hype up this costume. You probably can't do it because it's connected to Black Panther. Oh no, they got some bad drawings of her. Oh man, why would they ruin this? Here we go. DC fandom. Let's go to this.
Yeah, so I agree with you, pal, Cal, that you agree with me. It's a good idea. We should definitely continue doing that, what you just said.
Look at this, right? All you do is a little bit of redesign for the movie. Maybe they have to change the name, but that's more visually something there more than Naomi.
I just shot you a link to Naomi's splash page with her using her powers. Okay. And it's a great looking page that you can take a look at. Jamal Kondo did.
All right, so you're going to prove me wrong here. I might not be able, because I'm not set up on my old computer, but let's see. Naomi splash page. Okay. Maybe you have some. Are they gonna have her in this costume? Or they're gonna have her being the who's that? What's that show? Damn it, I can't remember that show. Be like Jessica Jones, no costume, walking around doing.
Oh, but she has. I guess she has some, but she has energy-based powers, So, and energy projection, energy enhanced strike, energy blast. She can fly. She has superhuman strength.
Oh, okay.
Superhuman durability. So when you say she doesn't have power, she has powers. So
all I see on the cover is that I haven't seen anything that draw.
But there's only 6. According to Cal, there's only 6 issues.
Wait a second. This looks like Far Sector?
No.
It looks like the Far Sector character.
It's the same artist. That's what I said before, and Cal shot me down. But yeah, it's the same character. I mean, same that character. Yes, you did. No, you shot me down. No, I didn't. I said the same artist.
This is what I said.
It wasn't the same artist.
Jamal Campbell is on both books. Look,
Jamal Campbell's on both books. I was talking about her being a chubby chick.
I said it's just the angle of the thing looks. All the art that I saw, she don't look chubby to me.
You want to see some? I'll show you a few of them with the thunder thighs, and then you'll have nothing to say.
Oh my gosh, that looks like a thunder thigh to you.
She had green eyes, thunder thighs, and a deaf body.
This is going to be a badly received episode.
Why do you say that? Okay, she got an outfit. This is what I want the show to be like. But I'm saying it kind of reminds me of what's the name, but if I see her in the outfit, maybe that'd be all right.
Why we need to see her? You got other established characters. You already got Thunder. You got Lightning.
I would take Blackbird or Thunder, however she wants to be called now.
You got Vixen. We could use those characters.
I could work with that too before the Far Sector.
But there's nothing wrong with this character. When the character came out, she has some powers. You can do this.
Character, and that's the reason why they're using her. She checks all the boxes.
Well, the boxes work. I don't know about her being
female, not white, lesbian.
They're trying to work out and get more people into it.
Check every box possible. 3 for.
Okay, so I guess we once again you guys agree with me, which I appreciate. You guys are always looking out. So thank you very much. So Spinnerack
out.